Hello, hello everyone. It's Shelly with Chalk Couture. Time for another demo. Say hello as you guys hop on. We're going to play with the Creative Kickstart bundle today. It's the Decor bundle, which you can only earn for free. Or if you are a Chalk Couture designer, or if you are a club member. Come on in and get comfortable. Text messaging system just went out. We'll give everyone a few moments to hop on. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. All right. I think we're all set. Hello, hello. It's Tuesday, and today we are going to work with the Creative Kickstart bundle. It's called the Decor bundle. It's really fun, and I'm excited to do this. Now, this is not available on the website, but it can be earned as a customer or a Club Couture customer or a designer like myself. So let's see how you can earn this. If you are a customer or a club member, if you remit a $100 plus qualifying order, that means it's $100 pre-tax, pre-shipping, pre-Watts of Love, roundups, or donations. They will throw this in your cart for free. The numbers are not included. That would be found on Etsy, in my Etsy shop, Decor Cutouts. You can add numbers there. But what you would get from Chalk Couture is, and we'll just get these out of here, you get 2 transfers. So you get your numbers and the welcome to. It could either say my home or our home. And then you'll get a 10 by 14 oval. Now, if you're a club member, you guys will also get these 3 items, but then they're going to throw in 3 more paste singles for you, and it's going to be in the colors Dune, Camel, and Eucalyptus. So they will throw those in for free. So let's just get everything aside here. I'm also, I think, going to use the new pattern from our winter release. What is this one called? Vintage Rose. This we released back in, I want to say December, whatever our recent release was. That's when they brought this one out. I think it was I want to say the winter. I think it's the winter. I don't know. They keep, now that we have so many new releases, they're changing the names a little bit on us. So I got to get used to that now. All right, so let's just get started. So what I'm thinking is I want this for my front door, and I want it to kind of go with the colors on my door or on my house. So we kind of have a darkish red brick color. Coincidentally, this is named Brick, and this is from 2018, you guys. I still have paste from 4 or 5 years ago. Probably more like 4. So hopefully that is still working. And then we're going to use black velvet because my front door is black. So I thought that would make everything coordinate very nicely. So let's go ahead and open our little oval sign here. It looks like they have a little opening here. When opening, just be careful. You don't want to use any real sharp objects because you will scratch your wood. So it looks like when they sealed it, there's a little opening that we can get our fingers in. Open it that way too. I'm doing good, doing good. Let's see, this one has a lot of character with some wood grain here, except I think I'm going to flip it to that side. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use this vintage rose as my background. Okay, so we'll chalk that first, then we'll get to, well, I need to find the other pieces really quickly. I forgot to get out the welcome. Let me see where I put those real quick. Because we'll need those. All right. Okay. Forgot to grab those pieces. So these, like I said, these can all be found on Etsy. And I don't think I'm going to do like welcome to our home or my home. I might just have it say welcome. Worst case, I'll have it say welcome to and then the address. So we'll kind of play around with that as we go. All right, but first let's do our background and get that done. All right, so first things first, I am not going to sand it. I do want to keep the detail of the wood grain. So I'm just going to grab some paper towel here. And we're going to spread it over the entire board. Right now I'm just trying to spread it. I'm not trying to rub it in yet. We're just trying to coat the entire surface. You can kind of look in the light. You'll see it's kind of dull, a waxy finish right now. All right. Then I'm going to take another paper towel, or you can, you know what I've used before? Let me see if I can find it. I've used these car wax buffing pads. I've used that to buff them too. Let's try that today since it's a pretty big, I've used this side to stain. Since it's a pretty big board, we can use a nice big buffing pad. I'm going to kind of hold it against my body here. Give myself a little more leverage. Okay. If it still feels waxy to you, which it does a little bit, then you can take a paper towel and buff the rest. And I can tell already when I do that, it flows across the surface a lot easier. So I know I'm getting it nice and buffed. I can hear it squeak. It's getting buffed in really nicely. All right, perfect. Let's see if we can get that glare. You see that nice glare? Okay, that means we are nice and polished. Let's find a nice section here. Thinking I'm going to concentrate up here. Yes, this is from probably last week when I did the All of Me Loves All of You transfer. I still have to wash it, so now I will make sure I definitely wash it after today. So we're going to just take up our transfer. I'm going to bring it over as far as I can here. Lay that, oops, is that all the way to the top? So you want to make sure, so look how our design, part of that is just plain transfer material, right? So you want to make sure that your mesh kind of goes off your transfer. All right, because you want to be able to chalk it all. You don't want to have just like an abrupt line of no pattern. All right, so now we're just gonna rub that down really nice and tight against our surface, nice and flat. And then I'm gonna grab a small squeegee, and I think I'm doing the brick color. Again, retired. You could probably get to it from making, like either the not pomegranate, but the currant jam, and add some black to it, or even, let's see, even those slate rose, if you added maybe some black and a purple to it, you might be able to get a nice dark brick color. Hopefully mine stirs well. Let me get a stir stick here. Gotta reach for it. Let's see. Oh, that is pretty, it's not hard, but it's pliable. So we're gonna go ahead and try to wake this up a bit. I'm gonna squirt it with some water. Okay, this is, I wanna say it's just bottled water. You can use bottled water, you can use your filtered refrigerator water, you can use distilled water. They just say don't use tap water if you ever need to revitalize your older chalk paste. Now the new Creamy Dreamy formula, you shouldn't really have to worry about it getting hard. Like I said, this is from 2018, so it's pretty old, but it still works. So we're just gonna wake it up a little bit. All right, let me give it one more little squirt there. I'm gonna at least get a little portion of it where I can use it. And then when I'm done, what I'll probably do is squirt it some more and just let it sit, and eventually it'll break it down into a nice paste again. All right, this is going to be kind of chunky, but we should be able to spread it. All right. All right, let's get all these little pieces, parts out of there. Make sure this is nice and flat. You can kind of hear, and it's coming up a little bit. Okay. Scoop some of that up. And even though it's a little thick, we can spread it still. It may take us some time, but we'll get it done. But this is the brick color. It's called brick. And you know, they give us these awesome colors and then they take them away. I get it though, you know, sometimes there's just trending colors that come and go like fads. And then there's others that are just your, you know, everyday colors that you want to keep around. All right, so I'm just spreading this. Now you don't ever want to put chalk down, especially if it's thick, and then spray it with water. That is not gonna bode well at all. I've heard people doing that and it makes me cringe. So don't do that. Make sure you mix it in your jar first. All right, I think we're covered. I'm gonna go and take off all my excess. I'm really using some pressure here to get that off, because there's some chunkage on here. And for the most part, a lot of this will be covered by our words and numbers, so I am okay with that. Okay, as long as we get the majority off. All right, let's see how we did. Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness, look how gorgeous. This is a beautiful print. I'm really starting to like this vintage rose. This is very nice. I'm just gonna slide that off. We're gonna get this out of our way so that we can wash that. Wow, that is, I have to say, it's quite stunning. Okay, let's get this dried up. It is pretty. So again, the only way to get this bundle is to earn it with an order. And you place a $100 order before tax and shipping and lots of love. And then they will include it in your order. You'll see it actually show up as you're about to check out. Hello, Miss Mary, how are you? We're working on the Creative Kickstart, which I know is coming your way. All right, so we did the vintage rose pattern. I don't know where all these shadows are coming from. It's driving me crazy. Isn't that gorgeous? And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some dimension to it. So we're going to do welcome to, and then I'm just going to do my address. So that is all we're doing there. So I'm not going to have it say my home or our home or put any other flowers on it. This is how it's going to be. Thank you. That is the retired brick color, because our house is kind of like a brick red brick. So I want it to go with that. But isn't that pretty? So pretty. All right, let's put that aside. We have some coloring to do here. So let's do, we're going to do our backgrounds first. so I can keep this straight. So I've sprayed this board with a light tackiness adhesive spray so that they stay while I'm painting. Thank you. Okay, so that's the tops. These are the bottoms. So I think the first layer we're going to do black. And instead of using my very little bit of paste I have left, let's do, to find my black. Where's my black? Is this it? Iron Gate, yes. We're going to use our black paint. This is actually paint, but you can use the chalk paste to color with. We've been doing that the last couple days. But today we're going to use an actual paint. All right. Just going to dip my brush in the lid. Let's get all that out first. So our background will be black. Our front door is black. Then the next layer of numbers, I'll do that brick color. And then we'll chalk the actual numbers and words in white. And I think that will turn out so nice. At least I hope so. And then what I should do is find a really nice wreath that I can snuggle it in. I think that would be a really fun project to do with girlfriends. Has anyone here ever made their own wreath like that? Oh, what is that? Tulle stuff, I think it is. There's so many wreath makers on Facebook. I, of course, would just pay someone to make it because I cannot get into any more crafts. Just can't. Cannot. Okay, now those have to dry. Where's my lid? Oh, I'm holding the lid. Duh. Oof. Oof, oof. It's a nightmare, yeah. I mean, that's got to be time consuming, right? Because you have to attach with like pipe cleaners. I've seen people do it with that. Ugh, that looks like it's very time consuming. Time I don't want to have to give. I'll give it to somebody else. All right, let's get these dry so we can do our next layer. Mary, you also have some happy mail coming your way. And we need to check you out if you're all done. I started writing everything out yesterday. All right. All right, so let's replace everything here. Put that down. I'm sure these are still kind of wet on the edges too. Sure they are. Okay. But they can sit there and dry the rest of the time here. Oh, let go of me. Always exciting. You should know what's coming, right? Probably. Trying to think if you'll get it today. Trying to think if I did it yesterday or the day before. Well, yesterday was Monday, so I think it was yesterday. Because I missed the person on Saturday. All right, this layer is going to be our chalk paste so that everything matches. So what I'm going to do is we're going to spray inside there since we need it to be wet anyway. I'm just going to kind of stir it up with my foam brush. It's a little clumpy, but it's okay. And we're going to use our paste to paint with. All right, that way we know our project matches perfectly. And if you've watered it down too much, then you can attempt a second layer. Just keep in mind when you put something wet on top of dried chalk, it may, reactivate it. So if you are going to chalk with it or paint with chalk, kind of keep it thickish, if that makes sense. You have an idea. What's your idea? Tell me. Do share, do share. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm sure you do. I thought you had some really cool idea. Some cool crafting idea. I'm sure you have ideas though too. So I probably will not punch a hole in it just because I think I'm going to try to put it inside of a wreath. That's the plan anyway. That's the plan, Stan. Okay. I think that's good. 2 looks a little thin in color here. Okay. All right. I think we're all done with that stuff. So we can put all of this aside. I am going to spray this with some water and let that, I'm going to overdo it versus underdoing it. And let that just combine over time. And our black is no longer needed. We will need our white. But let's get this stuff dry. We will wax it and then we will chalk it. And that's a good thing to wax it because we're going to do white on top. This way the color from underneath doesn't try to soak into the white and change the color of the white. All right. Go ahead and put this down. Carefully remove it from our sticky board here. I think what I need to do is I'm going to buy one of our ink mats and try that. Okay. All right, let's get everything coated. We don't have to coat the black layer because what's going to happen is we're going to put our brick color on top of the black. So we don't need to wax that at all. Okay. I'm going to do this on here so I don't break anything. You really just need to wax whatever you're chalking on. Oh no, did I break my W? I might have broke the W. It's hanging on by a thread. Whoop, there it goes. It's okay. We will glue it right next to it and all will be well. Next time I cut this, I will be sure to put a little more of a, what's the word, barrier there. Not barrier, but give it a little thicker, close space. So that's not so compromised. Okay. That W is barely holding on. Okay. Put that there. Number 6. Right now I'm just going to apply it. And the word to. I believe in the, I'm trying to think, in the listing you get everything, like the welcome, the to, the flowers. I don't think I broke it out like just by, if you just want the word welcome. I'll have to look at that. Because you never know what people's intentions are, right? How they want to use it. Okay, there's that one. Sometimes the prep is longer than the actual chalking. That. That one. And this is going to look phenomenal with the white on top because this brick color is so dark. I think it's going to look great. Oops, almost broke that one too. I am getting careless. Just can't wait to see it. Okay. All right, I think I have everything waxed. Let's get that little bit of wax out of there. Okay. Clean up. Let's bring our transfers over. Now remember, our transfers are different, so don't be alarmed. Let's cut these up here. Okay, I need, well, I guess I'll just cut them all up instead of trying to pick out which ones I need. I wonder what the longest address is. Like, is it more than 5 numbers? Wonder if my little walking encyclopedia knows that. How many numbers in the longest address? All right, we need that and that. My trivia friend. And believe it or not, I am going to use the 9 because I have 2 6s and it's the same number, just turned upside down. Okay, put this back. All right. I think I did that right. Did I do that right? Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to mark this 6. I'm going to do the up arrow on the 6 and the 9 because they are interchangeable. 9. And did you know if you put like a line under a number, that means that's how you read it? I learned that back, I think, when I was a kid. All right, here's 5 and 2. All right. Okay. So one of these is a 6 and one of these is a 9. You can't really tell. So I'm just going to put one on one and one on the other. All right, because we've waxed, we can go ahead and just apply it right to it. And because it's so transparent now, we shouldn't have too hard of a time lining it up. Of course, right after I get my light box, right? However, I still may get my light box out just because I want to be sure. Okay, I'm a little crooked here. Okay, so we want to make sure that's nice and flat. Let's get our white out. I am running out of white here. Hopefully we can get through this project. This transfer material reminds me of the transfers from when we first started. They feel more, I wouldn't say plasticky, but they glide more, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see how we did here. I messed up on this one because this caught and moved on me, so we'll kind of fix that up a little bit. There's our 6. And you know, maybe as we play with these new transfers more, maybe we won't have to wax all that much more. I don't know. We'll have to play play as the time, you know, as we go along here. I do know I'm barely using any paste whatsoever. Okay, it's the second number. Love it. Love it, love it. Let's get our 2. Now, if you're ever just doing the numbers on a chalkboard or anything like that, they do have those registration marks. And what ends up happening is when you do it correctly, you make little circles in between each number. I still like my light box. Still makes quite a difference in lining up your numbers. Okay. What's everyone doing for dinner? I think we're gonna step out tonight. Even though the new going out is staying in. I don't think we've been out since New Year's Eve, actually. Trying to think, I really don't think we have. Okay. Kind of bummed about my W, but that's okay. You will not have to worry about that when I cut them again for you. All right. Our numbers are complete. Our transfers, the new ones will clean up faster, and they will dry faster. So let's bring those out. All right, I am going to just do welcome to. That's the only thing I'm going to cut right now, because I don't want to have it say our home or my home. I don't want the flowers. All right, so we can put that away till next time. Excuse me. All right. Let's label this. Welcome to, and the backer sheet feels different. This is it's more slippery on this side. Creative Kickstart. This is January 2023. Wow. Crazy, 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 crazy. Remember, so this is, you will get a little notice on transfers. All the transfers will come with this notice. It says the copyright information on this transfer is mesh silk screen. Use caution, remove or cover with tape. Meaning this part here, okay, they also call that the slug line, but it says Creative Kickstart, welcome home. It gives you your item number. That's chalkable now. Okay, so if you don't want that there, trim it off or just use your placement tape, cover it, just so you don't end up chalking all of that on your projects. So they put that little warning there for you. All right. Let's get this lined up. Get that W. See, the W is like a little bit further away, I feel, and that's why it's snapped off. Okay. Yeah, the transfer feels very slippery as I'm chalking on it. But it feels like it really flows better. Okay. Get all the excess off. Make sure tops and bottoms are chalked. Okay. My gosh, you guys, this just chalks like a dream. Elcom. We have Elcom. Now we gotta do 2. Oops. Turned on me here. Okay. There we have it. Yay. Okay. Turn this guy off. Put him aside. All right. Let's make sure everything is nice and dry. I'm going to turn my hot glue gun on. Oops. We'll have to fix the bottom of that 1/6. I'm excited to get this all put together to see what it looks like. Okay. Ooh, I am excited. All right, let's bring our sign back over. Oh my gosh. So we are going to have okay. Let me get this on my, although you guys can't see it there. Okay. So this is a 10 by 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 by 10. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's our center. Trying to think, does that look like it's okay? Do I want it to say welcome to or just welcome? What would you guys do? Would you have it say welcome to or just welcome? That's the question. My gosh, I love it. So welcome. There's one way of doing it. Let's see, let's get it on the lines here. Kathy says welcome, or welcome to. I think I like welcome to. Like welcome also. I think I like welcome to also. All right, let's try to fix up that one area real quick here. What's everybody else think? All right, that is dried on there. Luckily, we did wax. If I have to do anything, I'll just touch up the edge here a little bit. Except this is dry. Oh, so that won't work. What does everybody else think they would do? Just gonna lightly wet that. Wow, can't even tell. Can't even tell. Let me get this 6 dry and we'll start putting everything together. Okay. Of course, since it will be on my front door, I don't get a lot of direct rain to the front door. Sometimes the wind shifts, but for the most part we don't. But I still will spray it to protect it with just like a top coat. All right. I want to make sure I'm doing this straight. So let me set this up here. Make sure it's straight. I'm going to use some of my tape here. I'm going to stand up and kind of look at it up top here. Make sure we're level. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is very lightly at the center point. Okay. I'm really just sticking it down to my mat. I'm not really sticking it down on my board, but this is just going to give me the idea of where to line these numbers up. Okay. And just because this line here is centered doesn't mean like these two numbers are thicker or exact width of these two numbers together. So I do want to visually try my hardest to, actually I think the numbers are equal, we were told. Okay, so we can go off right off the middle here. I think what I'm going to do is just going to start with one number and probably just do it like this. So like if I visually, this is the center, that might be the center. I think I like it like this. What do you guys think? Does that look centered to you? All right, first let's build our numbers. Let's do that first. Let's build them up. that one. And we're just using hot glue and placing these on the little background pieces. One. I love how the black gives it a nice black background, kind of frames it, gives it a nice outline look. And I didn't want an overwhelming amount of black because my front door is black. So that works. Okay, let's get welcome put on here first. Okay. Once I get that W on, you're never gonna know. Never gonna know. Okay, looks good. Looking good. All right, there we go. All right, now, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right here's my centered line. We can actually go ahead and take another piece of tape to kind of line that off. Okay, so to the right of this tape is the center line. Let's see, what if I went, put that up there. Let me think if I'm thinking this correctly. Let's get the 2 down and then we'll go from there. Excuse my head here for a moment, so we can get that placed. Okay. Now, if I do the other side of that line, actually, I think I did that wrong. Because I don't want to butt it up to it, because then they'll be, although I guess I could do it close. I guess it's okay, nice and close to one another. It's gonna have to be now. Okay, so we don't even need this line anymore. I should have went a little more off center is what I should have done, but that's okay. All right, just go ahead and get the, oops. Make sure my number is straight. I need another glue stick here. Making sure that's upright. Okay, one more number. That 5 is awful high, so I am going to take it up a notch. All right, looks good, my friends, looks good. Okay, now the welcome. Could always do this too. I could put the 2 underneath it. Ooh, that's what I might do. Since it's painted and all. Right? Don't want to waste it. Okay, so we could do 2. It's kind of crooked because of the way they did it, because it's supposed to be on a slant. So I think I'll tilt both of them like that. Okay. Okay, that's centered, I believe. Okay, almost done. I'm excited. Now let's leave that in place here. All right, almost done. How are we thinking that's good? Is that good? Let's shift it a little bit. All right. They are not, sadly. And my machine is too small to cut. Well, 10 by 14, but I was actually doing some Googling. Amazon has ovals. There's all kinds of places you can find ovals. At the 1/8 inch. This is an 1/8 inch piece of wood. You can get it at a 1/2 inch if you want something more sturdy. That is it. Welcome to 6625. I love it. My gosh, you guys, I love this. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Actually, you know what? We need to check in with one another, Mary, because if you're ready to check out from the VIP group, if you have the $100 qualifying order, you'll get another one. So it's for every $100. So if you guys put in 4 different $100 orders, then you will get 4 kickstarts. So just something to think about. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's demo. I hope you enjoy this Kickstart bundle because I think it's very fun. Let's look at the other pieces, parts to it. So of course you get all the numbers. you get the oval, you get all the numbers, and then you have the welcome to, you have a couple little flowers. The dot, you can put like on the edges, kind of separates the numbers. You can have it say welcome to my home, our home, depending on what you want it to say. So many ways you can use this. You can just use it on a chalkboard. You can use it on any wood, however you see fit. You could just do a sign for your home. Actually, what's really big nowadays too is zip codes. So if you want to just take, actually one of our, what's it called? Our wood block set. You could do your zip code on one of the pieces. Just have it like that. Ink it on a pillow. You can do so many things. So, okay, good. I will get in touch with you then, and we will get that finished for you. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thank you for joining me, and